So the company that I converted is Flipkart, one of the biggest e-commerce company in India.
Devraj, how did you even discover about Altera Institute?
While I was commuting from my work, Alexa podcast popped up on my discovery feed, and that was hosted by Silicon Valley Devraj, right?
At that time, were you looking to go to a B school, or was this, say something that was not on your horizon at that time?
Looking for a B school was on my horizon because I was preparing for GMAT. Even though top IIMs will give me network and probably the brand tag, pedagogy, the curriculum is not practical, not up to date. The courses like e-commerce, brand growth is not taught over there.
Yeah. How did you go about clearing your apprehensions?
Any student who is choosing B school, what factors that he or she look upon is A, the ROI factor, which is money factor. Second is network he or she will get, and third is opportunity from that campus that will get, right? This role and this company, it's something that I have achieved beyond my horizon.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I have never thought of it.
I can
Exactly.
imagine.
So yeah, my heartbeat is high right now. So
Hello everyone. Welcome to this next part of the Student Interaction series. Today I have with me Devraj from the class of 2025 at the Altera Institute. A Bombay boy, a hustler by profession, having worked across different roles in performance marketing, e-commerce. We'll talk more about his journey, but first I would want Devraj himself to introduce himself to the audience.
hello guys, my name is Devraj. I am from Bombay and I have done my bachelor's in advertising and mass media. Over the period of 1 year, I have worked as a performance marketer from smaller brands to such as House of X to larger brands such as KFC. So this has been my experience.
Perfect. But Devraj, how did you even discover about Altera Institute? Because I can understand, students from Delhi NCR knowing about us because we're also based out of Gurgaon. But all the way from Bombay, just walk me through your process of discovery, through research, and how did you even, know more about us as an institute?
So I do watch podcasts in my usual time. So while I was commuting from my work, Alexa podcast popped up on my discovery feed on YouTube, and that was hosted by Silicon Valley Devaraj, right?
Yeah, I can understand.
And so while I was traveling, I watched whole podcast that was about an hour and a half. So after watching that podcast, I was so curious and convinced that I went to the homepage of Altera, scrolled, learned more about that. I DM'd maybe 30-40 folks from Altera. I also DM'd you as well. So I went through the consumer journey of asking all people that I could find on LinkedIn. Then I filled the form of Altera Institute, eventually got connected to you.
Yeah, but let me clarify one thing. At that time, were you looking to go to a B school, or was this, say something that was not on your horizon at that time and you just discovered about us and then your journey started?
Looking for a B school was on my horizon because I was preparing for GMAT. I was inclined to go to Western B school because I thought Indian B school are not that practical. That even though top IIMs will give me network and probably the brand tag, but pedagogy, the curriculum is not practical, not up to date. The courses like e-commerce, brand growth is not taught over there. So hence, Indian B school was not my target forte. I was targeting GMAT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you discovered about us from a podcast. You applied over there. I also remember your application.
Yes.
Your interview process rather. But once you got an offer letter from us, right? Because we would have liked you in the process. You would still have had apprehensions, right? I can understand because we were still a new institute, even in terms of career outcomes. Because the first batch was yet to graduate, and their outcomes were yet to come out, right? If I recall right, you had applied somewhere around Feb or March, right? So how did you go about clearing your apprehensions? I can understand you talked to a lot of alumni, but still, right? Essentially, what was it that got you across the line?
Any student who is choosing B school, what factors that he or she look upon is A, the ROI factor, which is money factor. Second is network he or she will get, and third is opportunity from that campus that will get, right? Eventually. So what actually, yes, I knew the apprehensions was this was the second cohort. We also had foundational cohort. I spoke with those kids also, but what got me across was when I spoke to Alexa and you, the people who are going to teach us and what they will be teaching us. So these two factors actually got me to across in order to convert or apply to Altera.
I understand. As we now reflect back on your journey, as you reflect back now on your journey, if you go back to that day one of induction when you walked in, right, up till now, how has your journey been? if you could define the highs and lows, if you could define what your experience is, be it during classes, in projects, anything that you want to mention about. Yeah.
So the key highlight was when we actually got an opportunity to work with the brand which was Belgian Waffle on their GTM live project.
Yeah.
So just to pinpoint, I thought this is very, I would say, easy project.
Yeah.
Because what we had to do is they were launching a waffle crisp
Okay.
packaged food segment
Sure.
under the umbrella brand of Belgian Waffle,
Sure.
and we had to go to distributors as well as retailers of modern trade and general trade and understand the dynamics how was working. We thought it is so easy that we have to visit a shop and they will tell us what is the market environment. The day we gone to the market, it was a humbling experience altogether, because
I can imagine.
if you visit 10 store, one will entertain you.
Yeah.
So we have to go to 100 store in order to just get an opportunity to talk to 10 or 20.
Yeah.
That the three of us were working on that project, and that actually humbled us a lot.
Yeah, I remember, someone in my team told me that they saw you in, Vigyan Bhavan, or I think some area in Gurgaon, where you were just talking to shopkeepers over there that would they keep this product or not.
True.
Yeah, look, because that is where, actual, market insights come from, right? You could look at data all you want, but what you get from, actual interactions with the people who are selling your products is what is, I believe, is absolutely gold dust, right? If you just step back 1 year back, right, where you were doing performance for House of X, working with Raj Shamani, the then career aspirations and with what you have achieved right now. Is this something that has been kind of a match, or are you happy? Are you slightly, not happy? Just overall, as you reflect back, how has your experience been from that aspect?
See, I think this role and this company was not even in my scope of thought, let's say. It's something that I have achieved beyond my horizon. This role and this company, I have never thought of it. Exactly.
Imagine,
so my heartbeat is high right now. So
I can imagine. I can imagine, because I remember my first chat with you, and you were like that. Any new brand also will work. I just want a good role over there. And now a good role in and it's not one of. It is the biggest e-commerce company in the country, by the way, by market share. So let me correct you over there. And perhaps the last correction I'll make for you.
Sure.
And before we conclude, any piece of advice to the incoming batch or to people who are still looking to apply to Altera Institute?
For the folks who are thinking in order to come to Altera or not, I'll just tell you, I have said it earlier also, but if you want to ride to the growth factor of digital first brand in India, please do consider Altera. If not, then any other B school might work. But if digital first, then this is the institute that you have to come. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Devraj. I had a really nice chat with you. Thank you so much for taking out the time.
Thank you.